Hello everyone, welcome to Rome Tech. Today we will be discussing how to count characters in a cell with or without spaces in Excel. Have you ever needed to know the exact number of characters in a cell for a specific reason, like conforming to a length restriction, or analyzing some text data? Excel provides a couple of really handy functions for this, and we're going to walk you through them step by step. In this video, we'll cover how to use the len function to count all characters, including spaces. How to use substitute in combination with len to count characters without spaces. And we'll look at some real-world examples of where these techniques can be really useful. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Rome Tech for more Excel tips and tricks. Now, let's get started. Screen recording starts, showing an Excel sheet with a few columns: text, characters with spaces, characters without spaces. Okay. So here we have a simple Excel sheet. In the first column, text, we have a few example phrases and words. Our goal is to count the number of characters in each cell, both with and without including spaces. First, let's tackle counting characters with spaces. For this, we'll use the len function. Click on the cell in the characters with spaces column, next to the first text entry. Type =len, and then click on the cell containing the text you want to count. In this case, it's the cell right next to it in the text column. So the formula should look like =len, A2. Press Enter. And there you go. Excel instantly counts all the characters in that cell, including the spaces. Just drag the fill handle down to apply the formula to the rest of the rows. Drag the fill handle down. See? Super easy. Len gives you the total character count. Now, let's move on to counting characters without spaces. This requires a little bit more work, but it's still pretty straightforward. We'll use a combination of len and substitute. Click on the cell in the characters without spaces column, next to the first text entry. Here, we want to remove the spaces first, and then count the remaining characters. This is where substitute comes in. Substitute replaces a specific text string with another. In our case, we want to replace all the spaces with nothing. So, type =len, substitute. Now for the substitute part, we need to tell it what text to look at, what to replace, and what to replace it with. First, click on the cell containing the text, just like before. That's A2 in this case. Then, add a comma. Next, we need to tell Excel what to replace. We want to replace a space, so type, that's a space enclosed in double quotes. Add another comma. Finally, we need to tell Excel what to replace the space with. We want to remove it completely, so we'll replace it with nothing, which is just two double quotes with nothing in between. Close the parenthesis for substitute, and then close the parenthesis for len. The complete formula should look like this: =len, substitute, A2. Press Enter. Awesome. Excel now shows the number of characters in that cell without spaces. Again, drag the fill handle down to apply the formula to the rest of the rows. Drag the fill handle down. And there you have it. We've successfully counted characters with and without spaces. Briefly highlight or explain some example use cases, such as verifying lengths of names in a database, or checking character limits for tweet/social media posts. So where might you actually use this? Well, imagine you're working with a database of customer names and need to make sure all names are below a certain length. Or perhaps you are preparing content for social media where there are character limitations. These formulas can be really handy in these situations. You could even use conditional formatting to highlight cells that exceed a specific character count. Return to full screen. And that's how you count characters in a cell with or without spaces in Excel. Hopefully, you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe for more Excel tips and tricks from Rome Tech. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching.